What is going on, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Some of y'all have new love coming in. What is up? All right, let's see what's going on with your love life. So if you are new here, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad that you stopped by. If this resonates, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If it doesn't resonate for you, check out your other placements as this is general. And if you are returning, thank you for all of your beautiful energy and support. Thank you for all the lovely comments. I do read all the comments, although I don't always have time to reply. I really do appreciate it, y'all, and I get a kick out of it. All right, make sure you hang out to the end of the reading. As I clarify, the energy can switch up. You might get little pockets of advice here and there. And I'm also going to check out your person's feelings for you. So whomever you are connecting with, thinking about, living happily ever after without, or maybe it's somebody you took out with the garbage. We're going to find out what's going on with this person. All right, let's do it. Let's see what's going on for Taurus in love. All right, coming into the reading, what's the energy? We've got the World, Major Arcana. What's influencing that energy? The Four of Swords. Yeah, you may not be speaking to someone right now. Could be some silence. What's on your mind? Yep, Three of Swords. All right, so it looks like you're separated from someone. We've got the World coming into the reading. So this can certainly be an ending, especially with these other cards. Closing old cycles, ready to open something out. A lot of lessons have been learned here. And I think part of the lesson is to give yourself and this person some space. Silent, take a break. A lot of you guys are healing after an ending. Again, with that Three of Swords, you might still be kind of going through that heartbreak. Hold on, y'all. I need to just adjust a little bit here. All right. You might be kind of going through that still. With that Three of Swords, that's a separation, some sort of pain. Why is it all happening, Taurus? We've got the King of Swords. Maybe it was a King of Swords that did it to you. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. If it's not a King of Swords, I mean, it could be anybody taking on that energy. This King of Swords, this could be you or them. But again, this is kind of the silent treatment. This is somebody being cold, you know, kind of distant with the King of Swords. Maybe a cutoff happened. What happened in the recent past? We've got an Emperor. I'm getting with this King of Swords and the Emperor energy. Aries showing up to the party there. This person likes to be in control. Because the King of Swords, you know, likes to be right, can be kind of cold and distant, can be a little bit, you know, again, icy. And with the Emperor, he's all about gaining control. Somebody wants to control the narrative here. What's the outcome? What do we got? We've got a Knight of Pentacles. So that can certainly be you, Virgo, Taurus energy, slowly moving forward. Since this is your energy, I see you guys moving forward. It may take some time with the Knight of Pentacles. Others of you have somebody coming in. We're going to clarify what that is. A lot of you are going to just kind of be focused on work, your money, that kind of thing. This is a very chilly energy, Taurus. What's at the bottom of the deck? We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Something, you know, your best interest with the Wheel of Fortune. This person's watching you with the Page of Swords. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Your overall energy between you and this person with the Wheel of Fortune is some sort of fate. Some sort of change, right? You needed this change in order to bring better things into your life. Doesn't mean this is over forever. We're going to see what the clarifiers say. Could be that you just need some time apart with that Four of Swords, maybe to get your finances straight or something like that. But we're going to see what's going on. Some of you just decided to boss up there in the recent past as well. With that Emperor energy, the Emperor will set boundaries, right? All right. Again, because you guys could be taking on that King of Swords in the foundation, male or female, and cutting things off, distancing yourself. Silent treatment here. All right, what's going on for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What does Taurus need to know about love? Taurus, what do y'all need to know? One more shuffle. What is going on for Taurus in love? All right, y'all, let's see what's going on. Yeah, this feels like a very kind of distant energy. Why is the Wheel of Fortune your overall energy coming in? What's this Wheel of Fortune? What is it? And the Seven of Swords. You could have been dealing with somebody who was a little bit shady, sneaky, lying, cheating, stealing, and it was hard for you to break away from the situation, but maybe something sudden happened, right? And somebody kind of exposed themselves. This could also be like a runner, somebody that's avoiding. But Spirit saw what was going on behind the scenes, and that Wheel of Fortune started to turn, right? The Wheel of Fortune could be the universe bringing in something suddenly for your own good. It could have even been that you discovered something. Maybe something was going on for a while and you had this inkling, but it was hard for you to, leave the connection. So here comes the Wheel of Fortune. Why is the world coming into the reading for Taurus? So fixed energy, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo. We've got the 9 of Cups. Yeah, ending something here. A lot of lessons have been learned. Maybe this was a repetitive cycle. And with that 9 of Cups, it's time to pour into yourself, manifesting things for yourself. With the Page of Wands, good news coming in. This person does look at you or view you as wish fulfillment, but it feels like you're moving on to new things. That Page of Wands can be exploring, getting out there, right? It is messages coming in. What is this, though? With the Knight of Cups. Yeah, this person's going to try to win you back. Some of you guys are focusing on new love. With that Knight of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. This person messed up. You're heartbroken over it. You decided to separate yourself, take a break. Nobody's speaking. They might be watching, but they're not speaking. And with that Knight of Cups, a lot of y'all want an apology. Is this person going to apologize for whatever the hell that 7 of Swords was? With the 3 of Wands, they're waiting. Yeah, I'm getting kind of a cold energy here. You could be connecting with somebody who's a bit avoidant with that 7 of Swords, and they're like waiting for you to apologize. Did this person, try to blame you for some shit here? That 3 of Wands is waiting. You're waiting on an apology. This person's waiting for you to come in and apologize. You guys are mirroring each other. Why is the 4 of Swords here with the Strength card? Yeah, everybody's holding back. Leo energy. Y'all, my camera keeps like going out. I apologize if it's shaky. Leo energy with the Strength card. It's like everybody go to their corner, right? We're going to be silent. We're going to hold back here, waiting on each other to reach out. Why is the Emperor here in the recent past? Aries energy with Justice. Yeah, the right thing in order to bring in balance was to set boundaries, right? This person's trying to control the narrative. Maybe they tried to control you and you said no more. Right over wrong, says Justice. Somebody could be married here. Justice, you've got the Hanged Man. You put them in spiritual timeout. Pisces energy there. Taking a pause and reflecting on what the right thing to do here. And for some of you, it was to set up some boundaries and set up your walls there to protect yourself, regain control of the situation. I still think you're connecting with somebody who likes to be in control. Why is the 3 of Swords on your mind and the 6 of Wands? Maybe somebody likes to get a lot of attention. Maybe you found out this person was getting attention somewhere else with the 6 of Wands. Why is this here? Leo energy and the 2 of Swords. So you blocked this MFer out with the 2 of Swords. And if you didn't do it through the phone and social media and all that crap, you're energetically blocking this person. It was a tough decision to make. It feels like your intuition, even though I don't see the High Priestess, was telling you something was going on. You were dealing with a sneaky link. And you were right. What's the 2 of Swords? Yeah, see that King of Swords. This person's very cold. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. And I think that y'all are being cold to this person too. Again, you guys are mirroring each other. But this King of Swords is giving me a weird energy. It feels like they did something, but they're not taking accountability. So they're just kind of being silent. Why is the King of Swords in the foundation with the 3 of Pentacles? Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Some of you work with this person. And this could have been something going on at work, right? But with this 3 of Pentacles, there's a 3 there. Again, it feels like this person, what's this 3 of Pentacles? That can be my dating card. What is this? Yeah, and the Lovers. Gemini energy. This person had a choice or decision to make. Some of you didn't even know this was going on behind the scenes. You had an idea. Either your intuition told you or you found out another way. Why is the Lovers here? Yeah, 5 of Swords. Somebody's playing some mind games. Playing games. And you've made a choice here to excuse yourself from the situation. And instead of this person coming forward and apologizing and taking accountability, they're just avoiding. I'm getting, again, Taurus, I'm getting the sense that it's like they want to make you the villain and they're the victim in some way. But Mom here isn't seeing it that way. I think that there was another involved. What's this Five of Swords? With the Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, because they don't want to take the brunt of whatever's gone on here. So, for example, you had an idea that somebody was stepping out. Maybe somebody had somebody in the background, or they were just giving attention, receiving attention. Listen, everybody defines cheating in a different way. I feel like if you're in a relationship, you shouldn't be having private conversations with the opposite sex on social media, but that's just me. So it could be something like that going on. You bring it to their attention. They call you crazy, insecure, and jealous. And then they say, that's it, Taurus. I can't be in a relationship with somebody who doesn't trust me. Meanwhile, they were doing shit behind the scenes that they shouldn't have been doing. So instead of taking accountability, they make you the bad guy, and then they call it quits, or they pull away. They give you the silent treatment. This is all happening so that they don't look like the bad guy or the bad girl, because it's just energy. That's kind of what this feels like. What's the outcome? You've got the Knight of Pentacles with the King of Cups. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. What's this Knight of Pentacles with the King of Cups and the Ace of Wands? This person will return. They do have emotion for you. It just feels like they did something they weren't supposed to do. And again, it's like they're twisting something around here with that Five of Swords, you know, playing with your head a little bit. And with that King of Cups, this is somebody who, again, it's like, why would this person mess with you when they have these deep emotions? They're slowly crawling their way in here. And that Knight of Pentacles, again, is on the move. He just takes his time because this person wants you to come to them first so that, again, they can create this narrative where it's like, see, Taurus was, you know, accusing me of things. Taurus was accusing you of things because it was really going on. Maybe this person didn't full-blown cheat on you, but they were definitely dipping a hand in a cookie jar that they shouldn't have been dipping the hand in. But they'll want a new beginning with the Ace of Wands. What's this about? And the Five of Pentacles. There's your earth energy. Taurus says, thanks, but no thanks. I'm going to leave your ass out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles. Weather's getting cold. We're getting into fall and winter, and it's going to be mighty frigid out there. It's this Five of Pentacles. Yeah, because Taurus isn't dealing with a juggler, somebody that's juggling or somebody that's shifty, going back and forth on what the hell they want. Just know this person does have deep emotion for you, but, you know, listen, some people just can't avoid the temptation, and they don't want to take accountability of it. Number one, it would make them look bad. Number two, it's easier to make you look like the villain. And number three, if they were to admit this full out to you, then you surely, probably, most likely wouldn't take them back. So this is a person that's going to avoid their misbehavior, their bad behavior with the Seven of Swords. Spirit's like, you're not doing this to my baby Taurus. We're going to bring in the Wheel of Fortune, and we're going to make sure Taurus sees exactly what the hell's going on. And then Taurus can decide what they're going to do with the situation. Bottom of the deck, we've got Temperance. Sagittarius energy, please don't walk away. Let's work this out, says this person. Your back's already turned. Y'all are gone with the Eight of Cups. I don't know if you're going to return. Page of Swords in reverse. Nobody's speaking, but they're spying with the Page of Swords in reverse. This is also that energy of somebody talking out of their mouth, lying, spreading rumors, making you the bad guy, gossiping, that kind of shit. And with the Ten of Pentacles here, some of you are married to this person, long-term relationship. You're going to be focusing on your money. You're not sure you want this MFer back. With the Ten of Pentacles and the Hermit card, Virgo, you're focused on your money, your stability, right? You're going within, you're doing some soul searching here, really looking at this relationship, especially if it was long-term or marriage or something like that. This person will try to apologize and win you back. There's going to be a little time in between that, though, because, again, if they rush in and, you know, they do all this apologizing and everything, then they can't be the victim, can they? So they're going to wait. They're going to wait on you to do it. I don't really see y'all doing that. And so then at some point, they're going to have to come in But I would make sure this person apologizes and takes accountability, because it feels like they're talking a bunch of smack, throwing you under the bus to make themselves look good. I'm just saying. All right, let's see how they feel about you. Let's dive into their feelings. Yeah, waiting. They feel wounded. The Nine of Wands can be somebody that, plays victim as well. So that's what's going on. I'm telling y'all, for a lot of you, I didn't do anything to Taurus. They're crazy and jealous. How could they think that I was cheating or talking to someone else behind the scenes? Damn it, I love Taurus. Yeah, that's what's going on with friends and family. But deep down, they know that cookie jar did not belong to them, right? All right. Yep, Page of Swords. They're keeping an eye on you. So again, they're obviously bothered here because they can't stop asking about you or looking into you or watching you, driving by your house, whatever they're doing. All right, what does Taurus need to know, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. A lot of y'all are just manifesting new love or new things in your life. Abundance. All right, Taurus, what do y'all need to know? How does this person feel about Taurus? How do they feel deep down? What does Taurus need to know? Let's find out. All right, what's going on? The Hermit, yeah, seclusion, again, giving you the silent treatment. Got Virgo showing up, but watching you with the Page of Swords. I want to know what you're up to. Are you going to come back, or you're really pissed? With the Six of Wands, they want your attention, and I don't think you're really giving it to them. This person likes attention from others as well. There's that damn King of Swords. Again, silent treatment. This person, is always right. The King of Swords is often right and often has a hard time apologizing. So again, they're painting this picture here. With the Six of Swords, y'all are gone. Y'all are looking for peace and harmony in your life. This person just wants to move past the rough times, but they want you to come into them with an offer with the Ace of Wands. They will do it eventually. So if you keep setting boundaries, standing your ground, remaining strong, they're going to come in with this Ace of Wands. I also feel like this person is often tempted. They've got a passionate side to them with that Ace of Wands, but they're very, very attracted to you. Yeah, there's that Emperor. Just this mixture, the Emperor with the King of Swords, Aries energy. We're getting a lot of confirmation, different deck here, but same energy. This Emperor likes to remain in control, right? My way or the highway. So they're going to make sure it goes their way. Again, confirmation. You're leaving their ass out in the cold. Five of Pentacles. I see a lot of silence. I see a lot of distance. There's some stubborn energy. This person has a lot of ego. They don't want to admit they did something wrong. And instead of taking accountability and apologizing, they're waiting for you to come in. Just know behind the scenes, this person is quote unquote the victim. Taurus does not trust this person. Taurus is insecure and jealous, and they did nothing wrong. I'm getting a scenario of maybe they didn't full-blown cheat, but they were doing something that was just inappropriate and that crossed your boundaries, right? So that's what I'm getting here for you, Taurus. What's at the bottom of the deck? This person isn't going to leave you alone. Yeah, justice, making something right again. Libra energy, you're just trying to find balance in your life, but this is an apology, or again, this is spirit bringing in this person to do the right thing eventually, once they let go of that ego. Here they come. Knight of Swords, riding in. There's been some arguments, some drama. Feels like there's drama going on behind the scenes as well. So just be alert to that when this person does come in and you have a conversation, if you unblock them. I don't know. I feel like they were kind of roughing up your name behind the scenes to make themselves look good. And I don't know how I would take that. So just keep that in mind, Taurus. All right, that's what I've got for y'all. I love you hard. Love me hard back. And we'll speak soon.